Tim Bates is with the Rome Police Department and is with us now. Captain, good morning.
Good morning, Bill.
And thanks for taking the time this morning. And, okay, what happened yesterday? We know the price chopper was evacuated. A lot of people wondering what the cause was.
Right. Well, what took place was it was mid-morning yesterday. We received a call of a suspicious package near the vestibule at the price chopper on Black River Boulevard here in Rome. Officers responded. There was they found what was a suitcase, and obviously this day and age, we have to treat everything as a potential threat when we come across things, situations like this.
Yeah.
So the officers called in to the New York State Police for a bomb detection dog. State Police did respond with a canine. They did the canine search of the package and determined that there were no explosives present. The bag was then opened and searched and found to be empty. Now, what appears to have occurred in this instance was earlier an individual had gone to the store with this suitcase and had bottles and cans inside of it. They used the machines inside the vestibule to do the can and bottle return and left this suitcase behind. So, again, good news. At the end of the day, it was just an empty suitcase, but the folks did the right thing. The folks at Price Chopper, the employees did the thing that they should do. If they see something, say something, and law enforcement, we tell folks this all the time. If you see something suspicious, please say something. Call 911. They did. Thankfully, in this case, as I said, it turned out to be just an empty suitcase. But, again, you never, ever know.
You don't.
We're glad that they took the precautions to get a hold of us.
I got to tell you, I saw this happen at an airport. I mean, of course, that's where everything's so heightened, it seems. And the package was sitting there, and I had told somebody, but somebody else had. So by the time I was telling somebody that, people with walkie-talkies came over, and they had a dog that came right over to the suitcase. And it was just somebody had left their stuff, same type of situation. I do wonder... do you have any idea who the suitcase belonged to? And I asked that because I wondered, did they forget it? Or was it like, man, I finally got this suitcase out of the house?
That's a good question. That's something we're certainly working on through the investigation. We don't have the individual identified as of yet.
Because ultimately, this, if somebody did that out of, I'm trying to get rid of garbage, what they caused was something that ends up being ultimately pretty expensive. This stuff isn't free when you guys have to do these sorts of things.
You're very right, Bill. A lot of resources go into these incidents, and I know it was certainly an inconvenience to not only the Price Chopper Store Galoob Corporation, and the customers that were in the store or that had gone to the store to do some shopping while we were there. We know that. We apologize for any inconvenience that was caused, but
you can't
we
take
have
any chances,
to treat these as a very, very serious incident.
And I'm not sure that's ever going to change. We're in a world now, once we've entered this arena, it's kind of hard to get away from it. And you just have to you got to be careful. And that will cause inconvenience, but guess what? Wouldn't we rather have an inconvenience than what, God forbid, if it was something bad? We need that inconvenience, unfortunately.
You're absolutely right, Bill. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Even though the investigation is still ongoing, what possible charges could this individual face if you do locate him?
Well, he or she may not face any charges. It may just be a simple oversight that they forgot the suitcase when they left. But that will be determined once we do have the individual identified and we're able to sit down with them and interview them.
Got it.
And just about how long did this cause a disturbance for? You had to shut the store down for how long?
Yeah, it was a couple of hours.
Okay.
It was a couple of hours, and again, it's inconvenience. We know that, but like you said, Bill, this day and age, we have to. We
Absolutely.
really. This is not something you say, well, let's just go look in the suitcase and it's probably nothing. No, absolutely not. You never know. Yeah. Look what happened down in D.C. yesterday. This is the world we're living in today.
It is, and it's a shame, but it's where we are, and we have to be patient with stuff like this. But again, glad to see you guys were on it and handle it that way, and we appreciate the update, Captain.
Bill, thank you. Appreciate it much.
Thanks so much. Captain Tim Bates with the Rome Police Department.